Let's talk about the quarterback.
Yep.
How do you think he did on Sunday? How do you think he was performing?
I thought he had really good moments, and then of course, the 2 turnovers, it kills him. Absolutely kills him. The interception, I mean, that's points. You're down in there. The fumble, because the fumble one is perplexing because he initially had a pocket. He's protecting the ball. He did a good job. He slid up in the pocket, re-protected the ball, had 2 hands on it, and then all of a sudden, when 3 guys are converging on him, he sort of has that brain fart moment where he's trying to shovel it to a guy and just eat it there. And I know what's going through his head, because I keep saying that I think he's trying to appease a lot of people.
Yeah,
Meaning the head coach, the coordinator, the fans, his teammates, all that. He's trying. As a quarterback, you want to play perfect because there's some moments, man, like those runs he had. We never even got to talking about the runs yesterday because there's so much negativity about all the turnovers. We touched on them a little bit, but man, he looked good running the ball.
Running ability is great.
Straight up and down, he's faster than people think. He's faster than Herbert. That's why I think the Josh Allen comparisons come in. But it's another loss on his tablet for him.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
Charge it to him. Charge the loss to Drake Maye. That's what you do.
I mean, we sit here and just to be fair, talk about the rest of the league and other quarterbacks. If there's another quarterback that only has 2 wins and double-digit losses, we're killing him because the guy's not a winner.
Yes, exactly.
That's being fair. I'm not saying Drake Maye's not a winner. He's got to become a winner.
There's a throw that bothered me from the game, and I mentioned it yesterday, and it was the second and 13? Second and 13.
The Pop Douglas one?
The Pop Douglas miss.
Yeah. They're not on the same page at all.
Okay, and you had said that yesterday, and David Andrews had said that yesterday.
Saying it for 3 weeks.
Okay, it's been said.
Been saying it since
right?
preseason.
It's been said. And yes, I did not listen to Felger Maz yesterday. I know Zoe does, so he can catch me up on what was being said.
What do you want to know?
He listens every day. But in the 2 minutes between shows, I was talking to those guys about that play, and they seem to want to put that on Pop Douglas, not on Drake Maye.
I agree.
Is that what they did?
Yeah, no,
was that how
I
the
don't
show
know.
went?
I didn't hear.
Well, is that how it went?
I had TV after it, so I don't know.
I don't think he was listening to me.
I don't know.
I don't think he was paying attention to me.
No, I don't know. But
T-Bone, did you hear it? I don't know. I assume they talked about that play, and I assume they put it on Pop Douglas.
What were you listening to Yacht Rock or something?
Probably, yeah. And so I would say fine, put it on Pop Douglas. Go ahead. Go ahead. Are we just going to not put on this quarterback the expectation that gets put on every other quarterback, which is you're supposed to elevate the talent around you, that you're supposed to get on the same page? So, yeah, sure, fine. They're not on the same page and the receiver's not getting it. Isn't that, in part, the quarterback's job to get the guy on the same page? Don't send us a news magazine on having a get-together with your receivers over the summer if in week 3 we have to then blame the receiver. You don't get to do both. You don't get to brag about your get-together down in North Carolina with your receivers when in week 3 you guys can't get on the same page, and in this offense, that's an important position. You don't get to do both. That's my complaint.
It's the stick mover in the offense, the most important position on the offense.
So what did you do for the weekend? So you booked the plane tickets and you booked the hotels.
Little jet skiing.
Oh, did you actually get on the same page, or was it for Instagram?
I mean, it's easy.
Tell me.
It's easy to get on the same page when there's no DB.
Did you get on the same page as Diggs? Because I don't see him being all that active out there. Did you get on the same page as Booty? Are we blaming those guys too? I'm just curious. When there's a money throw on the line and you want a money quarterback to make that throw and he doesn't make the throw, sorry, that one stands out. That's on you for a lot of reasons, man. You're the QB. You're going to get paid $60 million a year for a reason someday. And right now you're not getting it, not based on those plays in the fourth quarter, not based on your fumbles.
Yeah. So that's why after that play, that last play, that fourth down,
I can't believe I have to be the voice of reason on Drake Maye. I can't believe that the defenders have started to come out on Drake Maye. Like protect Drake at all costs.
Like who?
It felt like I didn't. Again, I should have listened.
Yeah.
I feel like those guys were ready to defend Drake Maye yesterday.
But there are situations where the receiver is the problem.
And we know you are, McComb.
The receiver has 3 catches through 3 games. That's the most important position on this offense.
I mean, I've been accused of defending the guy too much.
I'd say
I don't believe in the sacrificial.
I put it
lambs.
on. I put that last play on the
We
player
had plenty
and
of
the play
sacrificial
caller.
lambs when it came to Tom Brady. We'll go down the laundry list of receivers that didn't work with the greatest quarterback of all time. He didn't elevate every single receiver. Sometimes they didn't get on the same page. What I don't understand is why it doesn't translate
No
continuously
sacred
from training camp.
cows. No sacred cows.
Drake Maye's camp targets 2025. DeMario Douglas leading the way with 25 receptions. Why is that not translating to the regular season?
I don't know, but I would start asking the quarterback about it because he's the guy in charge of the offense.
I think he's easy to cover, and I don't think he reads coverage well. Not the quarterback. I put that last play on the play caller and the receiver because it's 4th and 1. I'm not going to him on money time. I'm not. That's bad. I think you threw it to him or had the play designed to go to him because he didn't come through. Ran the wrong route. Ran it short.
I understand the production for Diggs, Booty may not be where you want it to be, but when he's throwing the football to Diggs and Booty, there aren't issues with those receivers the way that there are when it comes to Pop Douglas.
Why don't you pull up the targets on those guys and look at the completions? It's pretty high, the completions per average, okay? Because those guys catch the ball and they throw it to them. That's why I put on play caller, too, for, 4th down. I wouldn't even make him an option. I designed it to where he's the 4th option. Because it's not like he's even. Here's the crazy ass thing. He ain't getting doubled. When they break the huddle, they're not looking at him, number 3, like, oh, we got to take him out. You would try and take Edelman out. Nobody could take him out. Even the Chiefs couldn't take him out. Well, cover 2 man. 3rd and 12, he's still going to throw it to Edelman. Because you know why? He's going to get open. Because he's going to run a route the right way. He's on the same page with the quarterback. It's a little different when you throw against air. You could have 50 throwing sessions all summer long. Brady talked about Jules coming to Montana in his little video that he sent him because he didn't come here. And all they do is throw against air. And you're going to complete every ball against air. That's great until you get out here. Now all of a sudden there's coverage. And there's guys waiting for you on the inside. But then you're running out of control, a little drag route, and there's a guy sitting there waiting for you. Quarterback can give you a hospital ball and he'll complete it. Or you want to throw behind you and hit on the hip because you're going to run into that guy. You know, Brandon Cooks couldn't read coverage real well. He got knocked out in the Super Bowl because he thought it was man. It was zone. And he went right in there and got cuckooed. Brandon Lloyd, remember the Brady blow up in Buffalo with Josh McDaniels?
Yeah.
Where he's telling Brady, throw him the damn ball. I'm throwing it like he missed a read. And I said it in the broadcast. Holy crap, that's cover 2. And he was running there to get his head taken off. At some point, it's on the player. Like it's on the player to fumble. Like it's on the player when he threw the interception. That's your fault.
Houston was the first start for Drake Maye last year, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm just looking at Pop Douglas's catches last year by game. Targets, catches with Drake Maye. I mean, he was registering every single week. He had 6 catches in Drake Maye's debut. He had 7 in that loss in overtime against Tennessee. He had every game. He registered catches in every single Drake Maye start last year. He had 66 on the season. I mean, it's not like he's new. It's not like he's Julian Edelman in year 1 or something, right?
Yeah.
It's not like he's that much of a project.
This offense is designed to get him the ball, and they can't get him the ball.
He was a security blanket all throughout training camp. That's why I don't understand why it's not translating. But I look at the other receivers, and they're not having the same issues that Pop Douglas is having.
Let's go back to training camp. And every damn production meeting I did, the other team's not playing their starters. So
True.
Good luck trying to get any read in any game on anything.
True.
Preseason is a joke. And then you're playing against your own guys. You know, you practice against them every day. You know how to get up against them.
Yeah.
And they're going to play zone. They're not a big man team. They aren't. They can't be. They don't have their guys out there. Their best player defense got hurt day 1. So they don't play man.
All right, let's get to the ups and downs in the media commentary on Drake Maye. Give you some samples? Want to hear what the people are saying?
Maybe some of those early should have had some more picks too, but go ahead.
Maye should have had more picks?
Oh, the early one. The one that got tipped.
Just making sure I understood what you were saying.
One went to review, too, that they thought they picked off.
The turnover-worthy plays, there were multiple.
It was close.
Beyond the turnovers themselves.
That was a close 3-interception game for him, yes. But there were
but he was good.
But
he was good.
No,
and they're 1-2, and they lost to a bad football team at home. But no, he's good. And Pop Douglas is a dope. That's what I'm getting from all you guys today.
That team's
Drake was good. Pop Douglas doesn't know what he's doing. He can't read coverage. All right. Well, let's hear what the other people are saying. Locally and nationally, the commentary on Drake Maye after a Week 3 performance that resulted in another home loss for the Patriots. And hopefully they right the ship this weekend against what I think is a bad football team. I think. maybe they're better than I thought. This is what's weird about the NFL schedule. When you look at it before the season, you look at that Steelers game and say, oh, boy, that's a good team. Turns out they suck. They're not a good team.
They're 2-1.
They're a mediocre team at best. And now you got a Carolina team that we thought would be just the dregs of the league. Well, maybe they're not as bad as we thought they were. That's what happens when you get into the season. Actually, he had solid day. You can't say that. There's nothing solid about that game.
What I say in the break.
How does that game not, like, sort of shake you into thinking, oh, man, these turnovers, that's a career killer. That's not a thing you could just excuse away and be like, well, he's young, and he'll get the excuse. He'll work this out. And they gotta work on that. And they're going to work this out of his game. I'm worried after Sunday that they're not going to be able to work it out of his game. I'm worried about that, and I think everybody should be worried about that. When you see that happen repeatedly and the whole talk of the offseason, hello, were we all here this offseason? What was the main thing we said about Drake Maye that he had to do this season?
Cut down the turnovers.
Okay. Did he do it? No. And we're back here, and it's the end of September, and we just want to call it solid and move on and say he'll work it out of his game? No, it doesn't work like that. We spent an entire offseason saying that was rookie year. That was the exposure. You've got to get that part out of your game. You have to spend considerable time in the offseason making sure that doesn't happen in 2025. And in the third week of the season at home, you blew a game because of it. Wow. And we're going to sit here and call it solid? Guys, I can't go there with you. I can't do it. I love Drake Maye. I'm still in on Drake Maye. I think he has tremendous ability. But he deserves to hear it this week. He deserves to be criticized this week. And he, even though he's a rookie, McCone, should be playing better.
I was told 2 weeks ago that he's still in his rookie year. So some of these mistakes are still going to happen.
He's in the back half of the rookie year. He's not expected to get better?
No, he is expected to get better, and you saw that last week. 2 weeks ago, you saw it.
I'm not saying take him to the Super Bowl or the AFC title game. I'm saying you can't turn the ball over.
You look at those two turnovers. To me, it's the fumble that's more concerning than the interception out at the goal line. Both are unacceptable. I understand it, but the internal clock there and trying to do too much, you can't have that at this point in his career. But at the same time, I also do think that that's something that you can coach out of him. That is something that as the season progresses, I don't think you're going to continue to see. But when you watch that game, I'm not seeing Mac Jones. I'm not seeing busts. Like, we're talking about, can this kid be a franchise quarterback or not? I'm still seeing plenty during these games where I go, yes, he can be a franchise quarterback. The turnovers, not great.
Are these mental mistakes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
They're not physical.
Okay. I agree.
Fumbles
They're
are
mental mistakes.
Yep.
And for some guys, the mental mistakes are harder to fix than the physical ones. And this guy has a boatload of physical talent. That's why I'm cautioning you. Don't be blinded by the physical ability.
But you walk away from that game saying that I have doubts whether or not this kid can be a franchise quarterback still?
No. I think there should be a little doubt creeping in, a little tiny bit. I'm still like 95% sure it's going to be okay.
Again, I'm looking at the angle here as we're looking at the still shots with the throw to
You don't get 5 years anymore, dude. Like, you just don't. This league doesn't allow it. You get 3. You get 3 years.
It's 3.
It's 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's September of year 2, almost October. So, yeah. I mean, is this going to be – so my question now will be, when should we expect them to be cleaned up, the turnovers? Because it can't be next year.
It's this
No,
year.
it has to be. It has to be this year.
And the best thing is, like, you can read or play all the sound from everybody that covers it and talk about sacred cows. There's no sacred cow with the head coach. Head coach was asked about the angle was thrown. Well, shouldn't have been thrown flat there. I know that. He calls him on his stuff right after it. So that's part of the fix-it process. I just hope it's not.
Didn't give him a game ball week 1.
Right.
I don't know if you know that.
Week 2.
Well, that's why the interceptions came, the confidence.
Too. See, but that's the
Week
thing.
1 would have been tough.
But, like, week 1 wasn't great, but what they do.
Whoops.
Week 1 wasn't great. This is where I hope it's not a pattern, where week 1 wasn't great. They fix things with him that week, add some stuff that he does well, looks great in week 2. Come out week 3, has a little bit of a hiccup.
Yeah.
Now we got to fix it. He'll be better in week 4. Step back in week 5. You know, it's up and down, up and down, up and down. He needs to string 3-4 good games together.
You want to hear what Coward is saying now? Coward has an update on how much time. You know, he's got a timeline.
Yeah.
He believes Drake May's a rookie still.
He's got Thanksgiving year 2, right? You got to make a decision.
Yeah, basically Thanksgiving. So let's hear what Coward has. If you could cue that up, Milliken. Coward on Drake Maye having another. How many starts? How many starts is this Colin Cowherd that he would like for him to clean it up? Let's hear it.
New England beat themselves. It was funny. Vrabel's looks very patient on the sidelines. He doesn't show his disgust. I mean, he knows he has a young team. He has a young quarterback. I watched this game, and my takeaway was, Jesus, the Steelers just made fewer mistakes. They made enough plays. I like Drake Maye, and I think I said this last week and the week before, like, he needs another 15 starts. He just makes too many mistakes. I mean, he threw a red zone pick that was completely inexcusable. It was as bad as a red zone pick. And by the way, the Cowboys, Milton and Dak, threw interceptions in the end zone. It was worse. Where are you on Drake Maye?
Yeah, I mean, his numbers actually didn't look terrible, but if you watch the game, the red zone pick, I'd put that and Jordan Love's interception as the picks of the day. Yeah, his fumble was awful. I mean, they had 4 fumbles, and they lost all 4 of them. The Steelers were my favorite bet of the week, and I'm with you. I was shocked how close the game was.
15 games. Give him another 15 to get it right.
I'm not going to go 15 games. But by the end of year 2, it needs to be cleaned up.
How is the Steelers his bet of the week, but he's shocked how close it was? He feels New England should have ran away with that game? Or was going to run away with that game, but he bet the Steelers? Doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he thought the Steelers were going to win by more. I don't know.
Oh. Maybe.
I'm not, I don't know.
Well, normally when you turn over 5 times, you get your ass kicked. Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
Okay.
To turn it over 5 times. You see that box score. I think it was what David Andrews was saying yesterday. He said, if you just showed me the box score, I'd say that team that turned it over 5 times lost 42-10. So maybe that was a positive for the Pats.